Now we're cooking. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindset.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Bortles. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Jack with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
On the ready. 56. Recon, 152 fighter. Check nickel. Get it.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protect.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, now Bortles. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, it's just...
Down. 60 outlaw. Silent. 64. Weak.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go now. 91. Pick your game up.
First down, Texas.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. So a nice job to break. Make the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Bortles. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Bortles. He may try and run for this. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Bortles going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Bortles. And Diggs has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Bortles. And that will be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. And he is going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Bortles. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Matchbox lights. I got you, boy. Lot 56. Snap.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kyler Murray, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. 13-12 the final in a tight one. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Ready up. 80 weapons. I got
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well.
Ready? 56 is the mic.
In your face.
Protein spill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's got Jack Doyle.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
You know, pass complete here to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now a play fake. Bortles. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bortles. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st.
Ready. Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Bortles now on first down. This goes underneath to Doyle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Bortles rolling to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
70, Indy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Bortles. It's caught by Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Bortles now to throw. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Bortles again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Doyle. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. Total team effort. I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.